Hello and welcome back to Severna. So today we've got a fairly clear priority because the Republic is using way more oil. Um, we recently built a new power plant which is running on oil. We are producing more chemicals, but that's using more oil as well. So our current supply of oil has actually run out. We are running live, to be fair. I think we're just about breaking even, kind of. So we need to get that sorted. We need to expand our oil field. Now, Severna's oil fields are located on the eastern side of the island in one big oil field. But as a result, that makes the ground unsuitable for building because the oil is very slick with water and it needs refining quite a lot. The ground is very marshy, and due to it being the coast being so close, the oil around the outside, is useless. So we only have this one bit that will need to support the entire republic practically. There is a very small patch near the main clothing factories, but primarily it's this. This is our oil supply. So I hope it will produce enough oil going forward. So we'll see anyway. So on the other side of the narrow shore is where the oil field is, and then there is a oil pipeline that then connects it through to where the refineries are. So we need to expand it quickly. So it's a good opportunity to demonstrate something I don't think is used enough, or from what I can tell, it's not used very often by other people, and that's the clone tool. Oil fields are exactly the kind of thing this is brilliant for, because with the oil fields, you've got loads tiny little individual components, and they work best when they're arranged in quite specific configurations. So once you've got something that works, that's, you literally copy and paste it across. So that's exactly what the clone tool works for. So it probably takes about 90% of the actual tricky bits and deciding where to place things and things like that out of it. So you've only then really got to connect it up with the pipelines. It doesn't copy, like, I mean, it does sometimes, but not in enough completion to be useful. But you usually won't copy things like lines, pipes, things like that. So you still have to do that, but at least it takes the annoying planning out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to expand backwards, I think, because well, actually I could put the refineries here, but then, like I said, I don't really want to. I think this will be quite a pretty part of the city, so I don't want them too far out that way. I think I should go with what I planned with originally, and I should just go backwards, all in a line. So all we'll do though then is get this copy and paste it. I actually prefer this. I'll copy and paste this bit. I'm not keen on twisty pipes, so I'm going to replace that. I'm going to replace them. The reason that I didn't initially put them straight is that when the Republic first started, before we'd researched high pressure pipelines, I wouldn't have enough. I didn't have enough distance. So two things I'm going to do then. So we're going to repair these, make these nice and in alignment, and then we're going to copy and paste these over to there. Also, we're going to need a train station at this end as well. So I'm going to go ahead straight away, and so I know where that's going to go. It's going to go here. And I'm going to use a terminus station. I'm going to reverse it so that the free line, see this free line here? That one will continue, it'll continue right this way and help create, so I'll do eventually, I also want to do a circle line all around the island. So we're going to put train station here because I'll need, I mean, I suppose I don't really need for it to connect on the other side, but I'm going to, it's just, I like it. So the rail construction offices, depots, I just find a nightmare. I can't, I don't know what knack for them actually being useful. Like, railways aren't that expensive to build, really. Like, well, they are, but you know, for the problems that the rail construction depots cause, they are, and like, you know, they get blocked all the time. They cause problems on your active railway line. Yeah, I just don't use them. So we'll just make this straight from cash. But the actual train station itself will be constructed by us, by the Severna workers and true Severnan hands. Oh, every time when you try and get a bit cocky, it's like, no, I'm not going to connect. Oh, look, I'm going to have to cancel all of that. Oh, I love this game. And then that railway line will continue on that way. So I don't think there's going to be much built around the, well, if there is, it'll just be a factory or something like that. So we won't need like express trains going through it, but it's always handy. So we'll auto build that. So altogether, that's going to cost us 473,000 rubles with deliveries. I wish there was a way in the game, right, to still use your own resources, but just use the foreign, you know, the quickness, the foreign manpower. Oh, but then I suppose it would have to, like, the resources would have to get, oh yeah, I don't know, but yeah, yeah. Right, so that's done. So the train station we do want to build ourselves, so let's connect that up to the roads. Get that constructed. So they'll start. I've upgraded the road ready for this. Oh, ironically, not all the way to the actual. Alright, so we'll just. Oh, no. Yeah. There we are. Because that's why all my roads have these dirt roads next to it. Back when we were poor, I had to build it from our own resources. So yeah, that's why, if you wonder why there's a mud road next to it, because you can split up. It's a quick way, because we're building with roads, you can only build from one end to the other end where it connects to an actual road. But if you build a mud road just next to the road, and then you can just do, like, you know, loads of little, I don't know what these are called, change lane roads. I'm tired, I can't think what they're called, but yeah, like it's across the central divide, and then that splits that up then into loads of different sections, and it'll make it build a lot quicker. So we will so the new pipe is going to come. So obviously I don't want to demolish these pipes because we're running short on oil as it is. So I'm not going to just demolish them and then rebuild them. We're going to lay the other ones, but just not connect them at the ends. I might not be able to construct it, actually. I'll see if it does let me. No, it doesn't. Okay, so I'm going to have to connect it to something that exists for it to. Okay, they're just going to have to be out of action then. I mean, I know it's like, oh, well, just build it out of cash, but no, that's not what I'd set out to do. But yeah, I'm going to have to disconnect them. Oh, it's too late now for that one, but I won't be able to. Seven underground pipe. Yeah. So what we're going to do now is clone. You'll see what I'm going to do is clone this area here. There we go. So see, we know that all works. And we're going to put this, and make sure it's aligned. So you hold down your control button, use a path as reference. Preferably choose, yeah. Sometimes, I don't know why, but you have to just rotate it a couple of times in a few different directions. I know it sounds weird. And there you go. Straight-ish. Right, so that substation's pretty well aligned, so I assume that that is okay. So we want to align that pump jack with this pump jack. Click. So there we go, there's all. So immediately we've got all of that connected, and I'm just going to put in another tank here. Okay. So you can look like, you know, it's just handy because it just helps you visualize it quicker without having to, you know. So connect that road up there. We'll have one road going straight across. It'll take the vehicles ages to get here otherwise. So connect that up there, and then connect that one up there. Mini roads, it doesn't usually clone because, you know, the chances of you wanting the exact same roads probably quite unlikely, so it doesn't actually copy the roads. So you can, you know, you can always sort of slightly arrange them, you know, but all the infrastructure can be in the same place. So oil pipe tank connects it. When I do it, I connect it in the middle and then spread out from there. So got that to there, and that one to there, and connect this thing to that thing, and then connect this thing to that thing, and then this thing to that thing, and then this thing to that thing. Always double up your pipe. Don't think one pipe's enough. If you've got 2 or 3 pump jacks, make sure you're connecting 2 or 3 pipes. So actually this worked out for the best because I'm going to demolish that pipe there and then connect this pipe up to this one, a bit further up. And then that gives us more outputs, more input than outputs. So we've got that, which will connect to that. which will go in. That's go forward into the pump. Also connect there we go. We'll also connect, because we've run out of inputs here, but we can a pipe that goes from this pump output into there. And then I think I will actually even be able to connect this and completely frog jump this pump, because when that was built, I couldn't make extra long pipe lines, whereas now I think this should reach. Yeah, perfect. And we've got another output there still, but we won't be able to reach another input, so okay. So that's that all nice and connected up, as neat as possible. There we are. This still needs a path. And then here in the middle is our substation. So again, so it's essential power. It will be powered with a wind turbine, so it will produce power all the day. So if we run out of oil, we won't stop pumping oil. Boom. Okay, so that is as much as I had planned to do today. I'm going to go and have a quick look around the Republic now, see if anything interesting is going on. It's getting quite late. I've been quite busy today doing some other bits and bobs around, so but I didn't want to disappoint. So we also need to build that replacement pipeline for this. I'm going to have to disconnect, yeah, so I can't build any. Oh, I've got a little cheat. If I go to build this pipe here, and then when that pipe's built, all I'll do is just run that pipe there. Because yeah, you can't build pipes unless they're connected into something. So there we go. That's all ready to go. We should shortly see a long stream of traffic coming down here. So let's do a bit of a time lapse. In they come, look. The excavator's coming 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. The excavator's coming, hurrah, hurrah. To build a station and build some wells, they will do until they fells the construction industry. So yeah, there we go. Construction is on its way to our new station, an expanded oil extraction. I forgot to build. I forgot to build the plant out the refinery. Oh no! So there's the new refinery. In fact, I'm going to build 2 refineries because we've got all of this bit of the shore to develop into a nice little part of the city. So we can get away with another one. Go on. Perhaps not. It's not going to fit. I don't. Oh, I suppose I could go over here. At least it'll make it easy connecting it to the pipeline. There you are. So we'll connect. Oh my god. And this pump that I've got, it is on the workshop in my, I need to show that more. I have got a list of all the mods that I use on my Steam account. So if I remember, I will put that in the description. So then you can go and download all of the add-ons, all of the assets that I've got. But yeah, so this one, you can never connect the pipe into the last output or input if you've got the path connected. So you always have to demolish the path and then rebuild it for some reason. So altogether, this is quite a large expansion now, with the oil field there, and then to meet the new demand of the 2 new refineries. And then we'll still use this pumping harbour for now because the export tanks are all here, so we can just connect it to the existing pipeline and it'll just deliver that oil straight there and out. So it leaves this coastline less developed, which means it'll make a better tourist area. Okay, so that's more or less time. So let's begin the construction. Off we go. Nice rainy, wet day for the workers today, going to this new construction site for the first time. But they're like, oh, this one's miles away. Yeah, it takes ages. They ain't giving us any more money, though, are they? You know, we've got to drive all the way along this bloody long coast here. Look, bloody miles away. They only built the train station, yeah? We got to do it. But they live in wonderful housing. They've got 100% happiness. They've got 93% health, 100% satiated. They love their sport, 96%. They've got 6% pollution. Come on, who hasn't? The lifespan is 86.2, which I actually think is higher than Britain and the United States and most countries on Earth. And we've got 1 person in the Republic who can't visit a doctor. We're in a national health crisis. This is ridiculous. We've got 32 people that's starving. Don't really get that. And crime is 3. Uh-oh, 3 people can't deliver a doctor. Oh my god, the waiting list is getting out of hand. Like, the government must ask questions. But no, everything's going pretty good. We've got nobody currently waiting for... Oh my god, things have all gone wrong. There's been a fire. Oh, it's a pump in Arashore as well. Oh my god. Oh, look. What? The fire engine was literally like he was right there. Right, so we're going to have to build a new fire station here somewhere. So we'll have to build that from cash because that's, you know, that would cut off. So I need to make sure that never happens again. So we'll build this nice little fire station here. So get that under construction, and I will build that new pump straight back. Doesn't even come up as demolished. Oh, there we go. There you are. So yeah, we can see all the construction vehicles now, look, making their way. Right, well, I think that's probably a good place to leave it for today. The eastern oil field is now properly laid out. The construction has started, and once all this is finished, we should have a much stronger supply of crude oil coming into the Republic. That's become increasingly important now that we are using much more oil for power generation, as well as things like plastics and the chemical industry. So this expansion should give us quite a bit more breathing room. We've also got a new refinery planned in here, along with the rail connection. So this whole eastern side of Severna is starting to turn into a fairly substantial industrial area, which we should hopefully be able to free up more space in the central plain, possibly move some factories out here. As you can see, the construction crews have still got quite a lot of work ahead of them. So I'm going to let the Republic run for a while, and hopefully by the next episode, most of this will be constructed, and we'll have works in there. But I think that's will do it for this one. So if you'd like to see Severna thrive, please do subscribe. Thank you very much for watching today, and I'll see you next time in Severna. Thank you. Bye.